Hi guys, this is Mrs. Mendy, and today I'm going to talk to you about writing a conclusion for your science fair project. Okay, so there are several things that you have to say in a conclusion, but they're short. Okay, so I'm going to go through the things that you do and then give you an example over on this side. So first, and you'll do these in this order. So first, you're going to restate your hypothesis, and you just say it like, my hypothesis was that, and then you say it. So an example from our squirrel example before, you could say, my hypothesis was that squirrels would like sunflower seeds better than peanuts or acorns. Next, you will state if you accept or reject the hypothesis. And accept or reject, that's kind of a formal science language. Like if your data agree with your hypothesis, you say you accept it. If your data disagree with your hypothesis, you say you reject your hypothesis. Okay. And that's if it's mostly, like, you don't have to say if it doesn't have to perfectly agree with the hypothesis to be accepting. And it doesn't have to be like, um, you don't have to say like little time, like if it's mostly agreeing, then you can accept or reject. Okay. So an example would be, my results disagreed with my hypothesis. Or you could say, um, I reject my hypothesis. Okay, either one of those things would be fine. Then you use examples from your results to show why. So that's basically like you restate the general trend that you did in results. And it doesn't matter if it's exactly the same. Okay, science does not care about saying things in a slightly different way in this way. So um, you could say squirrels on average ate 25 grams of peanuts, but only 5 grams of sunflower seeds and 9 grams of acorns. So you can say, you can use actual data too, just like give some points, but it should show your general trend. So it's saying that squirrels um, they disagreed because they liked peanuts more. And your hypothesis was that they'd like sunflower seeds more. So you disagreed with your hypothesis. Then finally, you give a detailed way on how to improve your experiment. And by detailed, I don't mean long. I just mean it's got to be specific. Not just like, oh, I would test more things. Yes, of course, you could always do that, but more interesting than that. So, for example, you could say, since squirrels like peanuts so much, I'd like to test if they eat peanut butter also. If I were doing this experiment again, I'd put the food bowls closer together because I think sometimes they went to the first bowl they saw. Okay, so that's saying like how you might want to expand your experiment. So the test peanut butter also. So expand your experiment or correct some errors in the experiment design. So saying like they just went to the first bowl you saw. How could you fix that? You put the bowls closer together. Okay, so um, here's your thing that you could look at and like, kind of like your writing prompts for these for writing your conclusion. So first, and do them in this order. My hypothesis was that blank, and then you put your hypothesis in, and you just can copy paste exactly what your hypothesis was. My data supported or rejected my hypothesis. That's just that whole sentence. Then you say a general trend from your results with some little bits of data to remind people. It doesn't matter that you just said it in results. It does not matter because scientific writing is broken into these formal chunks like this where you just state certain things at certain times. Okay, and then last, if I continued this experiment, I would, and then go on to say what you would test or more different ways to measure, how you would correct problems. And don't say, I would have picked a different project because this was boring. Okay, no, no, no. That's not what you do. You say for this exact project, how would you improve that? Okay, okay, and that's it. It's not really a big deal. Okay, this could take you yeah, maybe half an hour, probably less than that, probably like 10 minutes. Okay, that's if you've done your experiment. Remember, you got to do your experiment first or you have nothing to conclude. Okay, bye-bye.